What's up, guys? I just wanted to make an update on some of our investments. So, and maybe some news. So, the current market cap is a total of $359 billion. It's now bigger than Disney. So, there's that. Price per Bitcoin is about $12,000 at the moment. $12,048 at the moment, which is pretty damn ridiculous, to be honest. A lot of people have speculated there's a correction coming soon. We don't really know, and the correction would see a drastic decrease in all other alts, I believe. That's just how it goes. People are thinking it might go back down to, sub $8,000 levels or something like that. But to be honest, they're all just predictions and everything. But when you think about it, when you're holding for the long run, all these dips and highs, they don't really matter to you. If here's the thing, unless you're a professional trader, you should be holding. You should be holding all your crypto, your alts, and all your Bitcoin. If you're just trading for fun or whatever, unless you know what you're doing, you're most likely gonna get burned, because right now the space is highly volatile. So if you buy at 12,000 right now, like if you buy $1,000 worth at 12,000 and it goes down to 8,000 or 6,000 or something, you effectively cut your investment by half, and you'd have to wait until it hits that number again in order for you to get back in. So that doesn't really matter though for the people that are holding. So I mean, if you're holding, good for you. That's a smart thing to do. So let me give you an update on Cardano and Powr Ledger. So as you can see, Cardano's going back to the 10,000 Satoshi level. It's hitting 1045, I believe. Then the low was 1050, so now it's even lower. So 1045 right now would be a pretty decent time to buy. I wouldn't go all in. Maybe I was thinking, like, I made a just based on what I know. I had theorized and I had predicted, not predicted. I had theorized that we were gonna see a correction under the 1,000 satoshis, but we kept at 12. Right now it's still worth 12 cents. So we're staying around 12 cents right now, like 12 right there, and it's just before it was worth maybe 1,200, 1,100 satoshis, but the price is still, because Bitcoin went up. You see how it affected here. Essentially 1,000 satoshi is now worth around 12 cents. So the price in USD has not dropped, but the satoshi level has dropped, and that's really what we're interested in, is the satoshi level. So I pretty much budgeted for next month, actually the beginning of the year, to do a sizable investment into Cardano, ADA, and really I'm looking at this price, and I'm kind of it's that whole FOMO thing, fear of missing out thing, and that's why I screwed up too, is because it was going, I had sold around 12, probably like half of my entire Cardano portfolio I had sold around this level, and it was back around over here somewhere. I don't know, somewhere over here. And I didn't lose anything or anything like that. I had sold, and I was hoping to buy around the sub 10,000, but then we saw these spikes over here, so I bought in again at around 1190. So I made like $2-3 or something like that. But because of the fear of missing out, hoping, thinking that it was gonna go up, and I was gonna pretty much lock myself out of it again and have to buy in at a loss. So again, I should have just, that's that thing, the fear of missing out. And if you look at this through the eyes of just logic, okay, look, at the moment there's no more news coming out about Cardano, about any of that, So I thought, we were holding around 2 cents for a long time, 2-3 cents for a long time, and the project isn't gonna like that project is. I'm not saying Cardano isn't great or anything like that. It's not. It's the news already passed, and we're not gonna have any news until January 5th. So it's a great project. It's doing something that no other cryptocurrency is doing, and it's going to be a very, very good project in the future. So I mean, nothing against it, but the way that the market works, it's if there's no news, we're gonna see a decline, because there's other projects out there that are skyrocketing, that are going up, like IOTA. IOTA right now is $4 or something like that. So people are selling their whatever they got here in order to move. That's how it works. People they're not too interested and not so much interested in the projects as they are in making money and trading. So what we see now is I fell victim to fear of missing out. So if I would have bought around here, I would have effectively increased my holdings by around 500. You see, if I would have just been patient and gone with my original gut feeling, I would have gained around 400. But I didn't lose, I didn't gain, I'm still holding. That's the ultimate goal though. You hold, and you acquire. If you're gonna trade with 25% of whatever you got just for fun. Maybe increase what you have, and just keep trading with 25% just to keep adding Cardano to your wallet. But if you're holding, you have nothing to worry about. You have absolutely nothing to worry about. So there's the news behind that. The only way that this is gonna go up, is if it hit one of the top five, like let's say, top five. So if it hit one of these guys, one of these major exchanges, it's on right now. Cardano's in a lot of exchanges. But if it hit any of these that it's not in, like I don't know if it's on Kraken or anything like that, but if it went on any of these, Poloniex, Bitfinex, then you would see a spike of at least maybe, it's usually 20%, but sometimes it could be less, sometimes it could be more. So should you wait to buy in? Honestly, the project is really great. So whether you buy in at 12 cents or 6 cents, if your goal is to hold, you are going to get this back. You are going to make a profit. Just how much profit, just how much, it's really up to you what you want to do. So right now it's at 10.44. I'm not sure if it's gonna get lower. It is going down, but right now would be a good time to buy. Maybe not all of it, maybe by half around there, and if it dips more, maybe by the other half around there. I don't know if it's gonna go under 1,000. My original feeling was it was gonna go under 1,000, maybe stay in the nines or 1,000 Satoshi level, 900 to 1,000 Satoshi level. But again, I'm going to wait this December 5th, and probably gonna wait till the middle of December to buy back in. But right now, if you are wanting to get into Cardano, right now would be a good time to make a small buy and see where that goes, because there isn't going to be any other exciting news for about a month. Yeah, exactly 1 month. So who knows? We might even Cardano might even go back to the 600 levels. Who knows? You never know with these. There's no real way of understanding unless you're a professional. Even then, it's just an educated guess, So that's what I gotta say about that. As far as Powr Ledger has been declining. So again, due to lack of news and other things, 67 cents, 5,000 satoshis, 5,600 satoshis. If you're trying to get into Powr Ledger, again, let me just give you an idea why it's never really a bad time when your strategy is to hold. Is never really a bad time to buy in. I mean, of course, you want more power for your buck, but then again, I mean, it's not really truly a loss. So you know, the average ROI for this has been over 1,000% ROI. I mean, what else can you say? Powr Ledger has been very successful from an ICO up until from forward. Another thing, let me just go back to let me see, Cardano. Oh yeah, the forecast and everything. You're gonna see a lot of these. You know, you're gonna see a lot of these. Right now it's at 13 cents. 500% growth. Let me see. Where was it? Japanese perhaps, because yeah, this Cardano is really huge in Japan, and that's another thing. You know, the Japanese know how to do their thing. They know what to do. No, it's probably not here. Where is it? So what we have here, oh yeah, forecast, I guess. Just so you know, this is always hit and miss and stuff, but this is just for up to the year 2022 or whatever. So January, they're placing the price for January. I don't know, that's a little ambitious, to be honest. 30%. Maybe because of some news. January 2018, they're placing the price at $1.90, and it goes gradually up. By December, it's going to be worth $7. So I mean, let's say I have how much power? I don't have a lot, but I'm trying to acquire more. Let me see. I think I have 512 power. 512 times. Let's say by the end of next year, 7.75. Okay, so $3,900 is what I'll get, and mind you, my original investment in Powr was $50. Okay, so that should show you. I mean, if you could turn $50 into almost 4,000 within a year, that's a pretty damn good return. But my plan is to put a lot more than that. So coming January, oh man, I really hope maybe in the middle of the month or something like that. Maybe if it drops a little more or something like that. Maybe if I get into some cash, I'll probably invest in more. But my ultimate goal is probably January. I'm gonna have to wait till then to invest more into Cardano and Powr Ledger, because I tapped myself out. That's another thing, guys. Don't tap yourself out. Make sure you always have money to invest. So the things that have done the best are the ICOs. Okay, ICOs, initial coin offerings. And as far as ICOs. Oh, not Bittrex. So as far as ICOs go, they give you the highest returns because usually you buy them at sub 10 cents level, you know, depending on what it is. So let's say Publica. Alright, so Publica, I put in like $44 or something like that in here. I'm not exactly sure what the ICO price is, but I know I have like 77 or $80 or something like that. So effectively, I'm pretty sure it was like, what, 6-7 cents. So I got it at ICO. Right now it's down 6%. I think it was all the way up to 17 or something like that. So that's pretty cool. And what we have is, let me see, what else did I get? Powr Ledger? No, I already showed you guys Powr Ledger. There's Dragon Chain. And if you guys don't know about Dragon Chain, you should really do your homework, because Dragon Chain has some major game behind it. So right now it's worth 23 cents. It's down 3%. And I think this one I got it in around 6 cents. I spent maybe $66 and I got 1,700. And right now it's worth about $400. So again, when you turn $66 into $400, that's a ridiculous amount. Oh, one sec, man.
You on the phone?
No, I'm making a video.
Hey, I'd like you to meet my friend right here if you're available.
One sec. Almost done. Alright, so I gotta go, guys, but I wanted to tell you about these, about some of these things. So Dragon Chain, Publica, I went into the ICO. How do you choose ICOs? If you're interested, let me know, and I'll show you how I research my ICOs. And there's actually a guy that I follow on YouTube that he's like the guru for ICOs, and I'm pretty sure you know, it's just hacking the system. This guy used to work for IBM. This is how I learned about cryptocurrencies, through this guy, and it's made me very good returns. I think a total investment of $400 in different ICOs has yielded me close to 4 grand. So, I mean, that's definitely great. And little by little, you reinvest and you look into other projects. Not all projects are made the same. Not all projects are created equal. But I'll go over ICOs later. As of now, the only other thing that I'm doing is Chain Group, and Chain Groups has been treating me very well. My available balance here is 32. I was thinking of withdrawing it and putting it into Bittrex and maybe buying some more Cardano, because it's a really good price right now. But I think I'm just going to reinvest it. I'm just going to stick to my guns and wait till January, and hopefully that's not a mistake. But this is what we got to do. This is what we got to do. So. No, maybe January, no. Maybe the second week of December, around the 15th or something like that. Hopefully, well, it would be good if it hits another exchange or something like that. So this is what I'll do. Investments. Let's go to trade groups. I'm going to reinvest these 32. So I'm averaging about $6 a day now. I went from 5 to 6. So let me invest in Dragon and take this balance here, copy, paste, and just compound the shit out of that. And there you go. So now we have from an investment of $60, and then a month later $100, so $160, we have essentially doubled our initial investment, and it's been less than about 6 weeks. I would say it's been about 6 weeks, so we doubled that. So that's pretty cool. Again, strategy. And that's with that. I'm gonna I always post a link in case you guys want to check into this, do your own research and everything like that. There's no news coming out for Cardano or Powr Ledger. I'm going to do an ICO video of my most successful ICOs for the next one. If you guys want to join the group, I stay pretty active on that. Here, Cryptocurrency Collective. We have, oh cool, it's been growing pretty well. It's just me and a couple friends. Now we have over 33 members. So I usually post everything here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Just join the group. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I'll see you on the next one.